Welcome back, and today we're going to be unboxing the full Lee Sin starter deck. So previously we had the Victor one, and now we're going to jump into Lee Sin. So this is one of the 3 starter decks you could get: Victor, Lee Sin, and Jinx, and they all had different colors. So you can see here that Lee Sin is orange and green, whereas Victor was blue and yellow, and Jinx was red and purple. So you kind of get to try out all 3 of those different playstyles with these decks, and technically this deck should have everything in it that you would need to go and just play a game right away without adding or taking away anything. So you could just open up this deck and you're ready to go. The fun part about these decks, in my opinion, is that they also come with a pack. So you get to open up that pack and you get a nice little playmat and a little instruction booklet and this little deck box. Now, my beef with it is that the cards don't fit in this little cardboard deck box if you put sleeves on them, which I think is a huge mistake because everybody puts sleeves on their cards to play. So it basically becomes useless. Now this is a little instruction booklet, and as you can see here, it is tailored to Lee Sin. So it shows you some cards that it recommends you add on as next steps to upgrade your deck. So it's a little bit more than just a generic instruction booklet, and it should help you out. And then we have the playmat, which is nice that it actually has the zones laid out on it because their real like cloth playmats didn't have those zones. And now this is the bulk of your Lee Sin deck. So in this little plastic here, you'll have every card that you need to just get up and play a game of Riftbound. So everything is right here and ready to go for you. You're starting out obviously with the Lee Sin Legend. So that's going to be your main card and your main focus of this deck. And which is him right here. He's nice and shiny, nice and hollow. And then we have a couple more hollows after this guy. So you have your Lee Sin champion. Now basically to play the game of Riftbound, you need a legend and a matching champion. So you're all set. Then you have some more fun cards, a couple more hollows that are just useful and cool additions to the deck. And obviously if you were playing it and you wanted that card, you'd probably want to have more copies of it. And that's how you get to upgrade your deck. And then this is just your bulk. You have your battlefields. And at the end you have your runes and your recruit / buffs. So the recruit's on one side and then the buff is on the other, because Lee Sin does have some buffing mechanics in his deck. So you're basically all set and ready to go. Now these are the hollows that came in this deck. You've got the Mistfall, the Udyr, and obviously the Lee Sin Champ and the Lee Sin Legend. So 4 of them, which is perfect. Great start getting you into the game. Now we're going to open up the pack that came inside of this deck. Now this is supposed to be a regular pack, so it could technically have a signature card, it could have like ultra rare cards, really anything. Fancy runes, it could be anything. It's just a basic pack that they've put into this deck box to maybe give you some cards that you could add to your deck to make it better. So here we're basically looking for greens and oranges because those are the colors of Lee Sin's deck, and obviously you can't add any other card colors to your deck. It has to be the 2 that match your legend. I've actually not had the best luck when opening the packs that came with the decks in terms of finding cards that I could add to my deck, but here we've seen a couple of greens and a couple of oranges, so it's not too bad. Now we're getting into our hollows. So first up we have the Bandle Tree, and I find it's rare to see these guys as hollows, and much more often you see just the commons and the uncommons as hollows. Then we have the Hand of Noxus, which is actually for the Darius deck, so not the Lee Sin deck, but another adjacent deck. And our final hollow is Lee Sin himself, which is kind of ironic because you literally get that one in your deck, but you could obviously add him right away. And an orange rune, which is useful for Lee Sin. Maybe you want to swap out one of the greens to an orange. Overall, not bad pulls, and that was the unboxing of the full Lee Sin starter deck. See you in the next one.